welcome back to my channel. Today I'm doing a summer sunset makeup tutorial using mostly the ABH Modern Renaissance palette. I received the privilege of recording at Ipsy Open Studios for this video, so I hope you guys enjoyed the good quality.
Hi guys, okay, so now I'm just going to be starting with my eyes first using the e.l.f. eyelid base. I'm just going to be applying this to both sides of my eye, all the way up to the eyelid and up to the brow bone on both sides. I'm just going to blend it with a Real Techniques? Yeah, pointed foundation brush, but I'm using it for concealer. Okay, so for this look, I'm using two Anastasia Beverly Hills palettes. I'm using the World Traveler palette and the new Modern Renaissance palette. First, I'm going to be taking the soft peach shade, and I'm applying this all over my lid to set the eyelid primer. For my transition shade, I'll be using the color Burnt Orange, and I will just be applying this all over my lid, kinda, right in here where the crease is, not all the way up to the brow bone, but just all over the lid. Okay, so now I'm going in with the color Real Gar. This is in the Modern Renaissance palette, and I'm gonna go underneath and more into the crease with this shade and blending it out. So now I'm taking a e.l.f. crease brush and I'm dipping it into Venetian Red in the Modern Renaissance palette, and I'm going deeper into the crease and just kind of lining it first so you guys can see, and just kind of going to deepen that crease color. And since I have it right there, I'm also going to start taking it up more, and that's where I'm also going to blend it. So it's going to blend in and then up. I'm taking it upwards. Do you see that? Do you see that? And I'm also going to be blending it outwards. Not that far out, no. Well, you want to just kind of pull it out a little bit further than right here and just let it stop right there, because I'm drawing my eyebrows out more. Also going to continue up here. Next, I'm going to be taking the other side of the Anastasia brush right here, and I'm going to be dipping it into the metallic shade in the Modern Renaissance palette. This is the Scandinavia, the makeup primer spray, and I'm going to be using this as like a pick-me-up for this. So I'm going to just spray it 2 times, wave it around, grab the product, and just kind of dab it onto my eye. So now I'm going in with my double-sided crown brushes using the shading side, and I'm going to dip back into Venetian Red, and I'm just going to go right here and shade this out so it's not a harsh cut crease look, and I'm just going to shade it so it's more of a gradient look. I'm going to be using the Revlon Photo Ready Eye Art, and I'm using the glitter side. I'm just going to be putting that all over the lid. This takes a second to dry, so I'm just gonna do this because I have hooded eyes and it would like to transfer if I close my eyes like it did a little bit right here. Okay, so now that it's a little bit drier, I'm just going to go in with my eyeliner from L'Oreal, and I'm going to line my eyes at the top. I'm just going to be applying my eyebrows off camera, and I'm using the DIPBROW Pomade in Chocolate, and I'm using the number 13 brush. I'm using Scandinavia's the makeup primer spray, and I'm just going to spray that all over my face in an X formation and a T, and letting that dry for a quick second. And then the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to grab, where is it? I'm grabbing my Real Techniques brush, and this is just a buffing brush, and I'm taking my NARS All Day Luminous Weightless Foundation, and I'm putting this all over my face. I want it to be pretty full coverage, so I'm just going to put like half pumps on the 4 quadrants of my face. And I'm also going to spray the finishing spray, the primer spray on the brush, because I want it to be a little bit moist when I have it going on my face. I'm just gonna buff it into my face. My skin. Try not to hit the eyeliner. Okay, so next, the same thing that I use under my eyebrows, I use a LA Girl Pro Conceal Concealer in the color Fawn, and I'm also going to be using this underneath my eyes, on my nose, up right here where my forehead is, and down on my chin. Oh, and the lips right here. So I'm also going to be taking the primer spray once again, and I'm spraying my Booty Blender, and I'm going to blend. Very ugly faces I'm making. Booty Blender, yes. Okay. Booty Blender.
I just wanted to make sure you realize you can't bring everybody with you.
I'm taking the Sephora Collection Pro Small Blush Brush. This is number 74, and I'm going to be taking my Black Radiance pressed powder in the shade Ebony, and this is what I use to kind of warm up the sides of my face. Oh, I forgot. Hold on. Pause. I'm going to actually set my concealer with my Sasha Cosmetics Buttercup setting powder, and I'm just going to take a good amount and pat it underneath my eye. And I close my eye because I have gotten it in my eye before and it's made me tear up, and that didn't end out too well. I'm going to leave it on here until I'm done bronzing my face up. I use what's remaining on the blender and I just pat it onto my forehead so it controls the oils for the day, on my nose, and on my chin. So this is just whatever was left. Okay, I'm going back to warming up the face. That I'm done bronzing up my face, I'm going to be taking my MAC Studio Fix powder in NW45, and this is what I'm using to just wipe away what I have left. Just going to start off with my chin, and then my nose, and then I'm going to the forehead. And I always leave the under eye for last, so I'm just going to buff it away really lightly so it doesn't take away all the color. It also doesn't leave too much color on. I go back in with the same brush that I used to kind of bronze up my face, and I'm using the powder again to just go back in and bronze it just a little bit more, but with the bigger brush so it's less concentrated. Next thing I do is I grab my NARS blush in Taos, and I just use the same brush that I've been using, and I dot my cheeks with it and then blend it back. For my highlight, I'm using the Glow Subtil Silky Cream Highlighter in the shade, what shade is this? Rose Gold Lights. I'm just going to go with my finger. Also going to go on my nose, right here in between my eyes, and then just a little bit on my chin, and right here on my Cupid's bow to just highlight that point. And now I'm going to be taking the contour brush by Real Techniques. I'm really not using these brushes as the way they're supposed to be used, but it's okay. And then I'm taking the Kiko Milano. This is an actual eyeshadow, and I'll let you guys know the shade because I don't know it. I think the number is 208, and I'm just going to put this on top of what I used for my highlighter, and it just kind of makes it pop a little bit more. Shout out to Anansa, she got me this for my birthday. Same points. What I'm doing is putting Urban Decay Perversion mascara on my eyelashes, and then I'm going to be applying these eyelashes. They are the Natural Flourish Blooming Lashes.
Can't bring everybody with you. It's not an issue. Always on my mind, I can't forget you.
For my lip products, I'm going to be doing Mellow Matte Liquid Lip Paint in the color Shanghai. And this is just a pinky peach nude type color. Then next I'm using Stolen Kisses in NARS Lip Gloss. And I'm just going to be putting some on my wrist or my hand because I don't feel like this is enough usually. So I have that, and then I'm using a lip gloss pen, what is this thing called? A brush from Sephora, and I'm just going to dab it right here. So really quickly, I'm using the other side of the crown brushes, and I'm just dipping it into Venetian Red and going in underneath. Okay, and we're done. I just need to spray my Scandinavia makeup finishing spray.
Thank you all so much for watching. Go ahead and follow me on Instagram, Twitter, and Snapchat for updates. I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!
Ooh. Can you go to the side? No. Ah!